What's up, words? How you guys doing? A lot of people are asking me, hey, Big Dog, what meals did you eat, when you were on your cut? So let's talk about my meals, my staple meals that I had to fucking actually track and eat every day to get the results that I wanted. Because when I first started this journey, and a lot of my clients are dealing with that, so I know, what they're going through, and I know their excuses. A lot of it has to be with their, selfish desires, with their feelings, and I've been there, because when I first, got on my program with my coach, I half-fasted. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was just like, doing the bare minimum, eating somewhat okay. I did lose X amount of weight, and this is where everybody screws up because I was 245 pounds. At my height, 5'10", 38 years old, back then. I knew that that was too much for my frame. So, I lost, maybe, 35 pounds, which, you will look amazing. You will look great. But a lot of us, we know we could do better. And this is where the negotiation starts. This is when you start, slowing down on your progress. You start getting sloppy. You start not tracking. You start guessing, even though you have the blueprint, even though you have the plan, and you could get to a point where you're cut, where you're looking good, when you get rid of all that fat that you don't want. Because obviously a lot of people, they will lose weight, But if you have a better version of your vision of yourself, you have to go after it. There is no negotiating. And this is when it takes a coach to tell you and call you out on all your bullshit, And this is what I tell my team members. I know you could become more. I know you could be more. You're just patting yourself in the back, and that's not going to help you at all, because we have a plan to adhere to, and you have to follow it. So I already know what they're struggling with. I already know, that it's always somebody telling you, all the good things, you complimenting you. They're telling you look great, you look amazing. Oh man, you look way different. All that shit, also, will pump your brakes. It will slow you down when you start believing it, when you start letting them get in your ears. And I know everybody likes to, get a compliment, and you feel good. It's a good feeling. But that will slow a lot of people down. So what I tell my people is like, nah, man, that's good. You're getting results, but I know you want more. A lot of us, we want more, but we start negotiating with comfort, So the way I woke up, the way I realized that, I was fooling myself, because I had the plan that I had to follow, that I had to track, but I was still half-assing it. I was still, guesstimating, I was guessing. I was not weighing my food. I was not tracking correctly on the app. All that, it's needed. Like I tell my clients, success is in the detail. When I realized that a lot of people that started when I started were passing me up, I didn't have no fucking, there was no fucking excuse. I couldn't go to my coach and say, oh man, this isn't working, because I knew, I was fooling myself. When you're accountable, of your actions, you're gonna realize, look in the mirror and call yourself out. And that's what I did, because there was no way that people that started when I started were getting results, were getting chopped, were getting ripped, were getting, more definition, and I wasn't, even though I lost weight, but I knew that, man, how the hell are these guys getting chopped, looking ripped? I knew that I was half-assing. I knew that, I had to fucking really buckle down, strap the fuck up and fucking run it in like a champ. So what I did, like I said, you know what? Nah, man, I'm fucking putting my money on the line and, not taking it serious. That's stupid on my part, So I had to call myself out. And what I did, is I wrote on a piece of paper 5 meals that I was going to eat. I didn't care, if I eat them, if I was eating them every day. I didn't care, if how long it took for me to get the results, but I was not going to change my meals. I got them specifically dialed to the T, to the macros that I had to hit every day. Every day was the same thing. There was no deviating. There was no going. And even if I was to go, to a restaurant, which, I didn't take away from my family. I didn't say, oh, well, nobody's going to go eat out no more because I'm on a plan and everybody has to follow suit, or I don't want to see no food or no fast food here, or no, don't tell me about going to restaurants. No, I wasn't like that. I just knew if I knew that we were gonna go out, all I did is just ask for a chicken breast. I already knew the macros on it. That's every restaurant that you go to has chicken breast, and I already knew that. Chicken breast. Pretty much they serve you 20 grams of protein per chicken breast. So I used to double up on it all the time. That's it. Nothing else. Maybe I would have broccoli on the side, but that was it. And coffee and water. That was it. I don't care if there was steak, if there was salmon. That was too high on fat. When I was cutting, I said, nah, screw it. So my meals were like always that. It was in the morning, my protein shake with my English muffin. Boom, my Kickstarter. From there, that was meal number one. Meal number two, another protein shake when I got back from the gym, and another English muffin. That's 2 protein shakes, that's 2 English muffins. Third meal was chicken and rice and green beans. Fourth meal was chicken and rice and green beans. Fifth meal was egg whites and green beans. That was it. I had a diet perfectly to fit my macros, to stay under single digits. There was no deviating. Those meals, I kept eating them, till I was chopped, depleted, took it to the next level. Now I knew that, what? Nutrition is key. I was a true believer that if you follow the plan how you should, as you were given the plan to follow, there is no way you will get results by default. You will get the results that you're after. And this is where everybody screws up, because they think they're special. They think, they can't get those results. Nah, man, stop fooling yourself. If one person did it, you could do it too. So now that I actually did it and it got the results and took it to that level of like depletion, where I was just depleted to the core, because once I got my wheels turning, I said, oh man, there is no stopping now. This is it. And I just took it further and further and further, challenged myself more and more and more, till I was like, my coach was even like, hey man, you're ready to reverse. You're ready to start eating more now. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level. I want to take it to one more month and see, where I top off at, And he was like, go for it, Only you know what stubborn fat areas you still have to take care of, which it was not much. I just loved the feeling of that hunger, that, that hangriness, the depletion, the me, having more clarity. I was sharp, I was, sharking on people with, just having the answers right away. My mind started just becoming clearer and clearer. So I'm like a true believer now that, what? When you're hungry, you fight. When you're hungry, you just keep on pushing, and more and more and more, and you start discovering your full potential. You go into another whole, into a whole nother world of that you haven't seen, because a lot of people won't take it that far, but I had to. Why? Because I knew this is what I was meant to do. Other than that, man, you guys stick with it, stay on it, and stay with your nutrition. Keep your macros on check. Let's run it.